And some countries take that idea too far. That pursuit of power makes them oblivious to gross injustices. One such country is China. They have struck a major deal in Afghanistan. The Taliban have approved a Chinese industrial park project in Kabul. It will be built, owned and operated by a company called Chinatown. This proposal was made 3 years back. The civilian government did not approve it, but the Taliban readily agreed. The groundbreaking ceremony was held on Thursday. Now, what exactly will this park project achieve? The details are still sketchy, but here's what a Global Times report says. The project will enable business cooperation in areas ranging from mining development to urban area construction and production of building materials. In other words, this project could be a bridge between China and Afghanistan. A bridge for what? More infrastructure projects, more strategic agreements, more economic cooperation. The Chinese know exactly what they want: Afghanistan's natural resources. Let me go back to that Global Times report. Since the Taliban government came to power, interest in Afghanistan's mining sector has been growing among Chinese firms, including projects involving copper and lithium, given the massive deposits in the country that are estimated to be worth as much as $1 trillion. For China, Afghanistan is a major asset, and we can think of 4 reasons why. Number 1, plenty of resources to plunder. Number 2, Afghanistan's location. To the south is China's biggest colony, Pakistan. To the north is Central Asia. So Afghanistan has the potential to become a transit hub. And China is thinking along those lines. Last month, their foreign minister Wang Yi visited Kabul. He said China would be willing to extend CPEC into Afghanistan, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC. Basically bind Pakistan and Afghanistan with their infrastructure. Reason number 3, it would complete an axis against India, Pakistan, Afghanistan and China. That would cover the entire northern frontier of India. And number 4, a desperate regime in Afghanistan. The Taliban need money. They need diplomatic recognition to survive. And China is their best bet for both. That gives Beijing plenty of leverage in Kabul. Just last month, they hosted a summit for Afghanistan. Delegates from all over the world, Indonesia, Qatar, Central Asia, Russia, United States, all of them attended these talks. Also present was the Taliban's foreign minister. So China has placed a bet on the Taliban regime. And frankly, only they can. Because look at the Taliban's rule. No school for girls, no jobs for women, no safety for minorities. How can any responsible country bet on such a regime? China, though, has no problems. Having said that, they're not going all in. It's more of a conservative bet. And I'll tell you why. The Taliban may have won the civil war, but Afghanistan is not at peace. Even today, there were 2 explosions in the city of Mazar-e-Sharif. At least 9 people were killed and 13 were injured. The target was Afghanistan's Hazara community. The attackers were the Islamic State of Khorasan province, ISKP. The same group that the Taliban claims to have vanquished. Well, clearly not. Last week, there were 3 separate attacks. 2 mosques and 1 school was targeted. Put together, 56 people lost their lives. This is why China is reluctant. Right now, 5 Chinese firms have mining operations in Afghanistan. 20 more are apparently interested. The question is, will these Chinese investments be safe? Chances are they won't. The Taliban may not care about the Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang, but guess who does? The Islamic State of Khorasan province. Ironic but true. Reports say the ISKP is looking to recruit Afghan Uyghurs. And if true, that makes any Chinese asset a target. And you know what happens next? What happened to the Soviet Union in the 1980s? What happened to the United States in the last 2 decades? You get bogged down in Afghanistan's infighting. China will look to avoid that. So right now, their strategy is twofold. 1, cultivate the Taliban regime, send them aid, give them some kind of legitimacy, basically keep them on the hook. And 2, test the ground situation for investments. This park project in Kabul could be a step in that direction. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.